Dave?
Yeah, Andrew, I guess two things. One, you've gotten tips since these videos were released. They can't talk to you, you can. Have you gotten any tips of similar activity, sort of similar level of criminality being covered up, being embedded by ACORN employees? And the second one is the White House's complaints about Fox News and the stories they cover getting into the mainstream media came after this story was put across on Fox.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could comment on what the White House is doing. The first thing on, we've heard about any of these tips have been also they're covering up prostitution here, they're covering up underage sex here.
Off the top of my head, I can't think of any. We're not talking about the premise of the prostitution and the trafficking. It's about the illegality that this gentleman referred to, the ability to create 501c3s, and the means by which that people who were running illegal businesses could take advantage of the system and exploit the system. I think one needs to look into the motives behind the creation of ACORN and Wade Rathke's own words as to why he would create an organization that supposedly helps low-income minorities. I believe there was more of a chaos theory involved in what he wanted to do, to hook as many people up on welfare and other things in order to upset the system from within. And I think that there's great evidence that we're getting that we have so many documents. We have so many document dumps coming our way. It's almost impossible to go through it. And if any of the press out there were to start investigating ACORN and those whistleblowers and those sources knew that there was an actual journalist out there other than a little blog that called Big Government, that they would start getting the same types of documents. But my fear is, and this of course is biased, is that I don't think that the press wants to follow the path because they don't know where it's going to lead, and they think that it's probably going to lead towards more of the type of corruption that you've seen between Wade Rathke and his brother, and what you've seen in these videotapes and the voter fraud and all that type of stuff. And of course, there's the ACORN 8 and Anita Moncrief. There are countless whistleblowers who are African American, if you want to get back to the race issue, who nobody would listen to these people, and their motives too have been impugned. So I profoundly resent the race aspect of things. Now, in regards to the White House attacks on Fox News, let me remind you, as the theme of this press conference is ACORN's lies, one of the first lies that they propagated was that this was a $100 million Fox News investigation. Hello? It cost $1,300. If it was a $100 million Fox News investigation, why did ACORN not sue Fox News? And why did they sue a 20-year-old girl, 25-year-old gentleman, and me with a website that simply offered the journalism behind the story? And so in the Josh Gerstein article in Politico yesterday, it suggested that the reason why they're going after Fox so hard is because of their covering of the ACORN story. That's not opinion mongering. That's not late night talk shows. That's facts. That's real reporting. And so if the press isn't troubled by that, and I saw yesterday that even The Nation magazine and Helen Thomas is disturbed by this chilling effect that the White House is using right now on the press and trying to isolate Fox News for having done its job and reporting truth, I'm beyond disturbed by that. Well, there are legal threats and there are legal attacks that are being undergone right now, and we just wanted to make sure that you could see what you saw, and we asked that ACORN and the lady on this film consent to show this the audio so that we can clear up that discrepancy. But right now, we felt that we had to tell the truth in order to dispel the notions that these two people have lied and that they were thrown out and that they didn't mention prostitution. You can thank Media Matters and the lawsuits for the reason why we felt compelled to be here. That guy behind you, you've already... Last question, right over there.
How many officers were they, if any?
In the end, you will all know there are more videos. That's my answer. I've admitted from day one that we've taken an unorthodox approach to the dissemination of these videos. But I've said from the very beginning that James and Hannah will be known as the truth tellers in the very end, and that ACORN and its enablers will have the egg on their face. They will be shown to be the liars. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. One more. Hannah, could you please don't.
Full unedited videos if they got the lawsuit? Just that's a fair question, isn't it? Right now, every one of these videos has been highly edited.
Sir, are you? What part of the press are you? We've given the full audio of every video up to this point, up to San Diego, the full audio and the full transcripts. Okay.
We've seen transcripts, but the question is, if the lawsuits are brought, would you release the full?
I haven't talked to him. He's the producer of it, and since he's in a lawsuit, I can't have that discussion with him right now. But I would certainly be open to that. That possibility. He again is the producer of this, and he's in a lawsuit right now, so I can't answer specifically to that. What were we gonna? Oh, I wanted to introduce Hannah Giles, who is the second truth teller of the day to come up here, and other than me and Steve King, I guess that's four. Sergio too.
I'm slightly shorter than these guys. You guys have seen our work. James and I worked very hard to gather this footage. We've given it to the public because we think the American people deserve to know what's going on with their taxpayer dollars. I think that it's a shame that you guys are still running around, not you guys, but like Congress and the press specifically, wondering, oh, what should we do with this? What should we do with that? Underage girls being trafficked in from El Salvador to be used as sex slaves for a congressman's funds is wrong. Now, if that was the only thing that ACORN is associated with, then maybe we could wander around. But they're not. There's a lot of other things going on with that organization. There's plenty of evidence. And we thought that this would get the attention drawn on this organization. It has temporarily. Congress, the funds will be back on October 31st. They temporarily stopped their funding. And I'm reaching out to the American people right now. You guys need to let your representatives know that something needs to be done, investigations need to be launched further, and funding needs to stop. It's sad when Americans don't have their voices heard. And we all deserve a piece of the action. It's America. It's freedom. And sex slaves aren't free. So consider that. I'm reaching out to Congress people and senators to do the right thing for the people of the United States of America.
Well,
Thank you all for joining us.
thanks.